बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। डॉक्टर मोहम्मद शाहिद के यूट्यूब चैनल पर खुश आमदीद। डॉक्टर खुसरो शमीम आज हमें बताएंगे कि यूके में जूनियर डॉक्टर्स और इवन सीनियर्स किस तरह जीएमसी रजिस्ट्रेशन हासिल कर सकते हैं और वहां काम कर सकते हैं। ओवर टू डॉक्टर खुसरो शमीम।
Assalamu alaikum everyone, I'm Dr. Khusro Shamim. Today I'm going to talk about GMC licensing and how to practice in UK. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Mohammed Shahid for inviting me to explain the process. In next few minutes I'm going to tell you how to get the license to practice medicine as a doctor in United Kingdom. First of all, let me introduce myself. As I said, my name is Dr. Khusro Shamim and I am currently practicing as a senior clinical fellow in emergency medicine at St. Guy's and Thomas Hospital, London. So, little bit about myself. I did my formal training in emergency medicine from Aga Khan University Hospital, Karachi, Pakistan. And it was at that time when I met Dr. Mohammed Shahid. He was my residency program director, my teacher, my mentor, and my initial training was in the hands of Dr. Mohammed Shahid. Thanks to him. After completing my formal training, I did membership exam in emergency medicine from the United Kingdom and got my MRCEM. Afterwards, I moved to UK. Based on my MRCM exam, I got the license to practice in the United Kingdom, and as I said, I'm working as a senior clinical fellow in emergency medicine at St. Guy's and St. Thomas Hospital, London. Now coming back to our today's topic, which is how to get the license to practice medicine as a doctor in United Kingdom. Journal Medical Council GMC is the licensing body that gives you the license. To get the license, there are three major pathways, namely PLAB, any postgraduate exam, or MTI. So we're going to touch each one of them one by one. First of all, we'll talk about PLAB. PLAB is the most common route to enter UK healthcare system. It basically focuses on your general medical knowledge and journal skills. To qualify for the exam, you must have an MBBS degree or primary medical qualification. Once you have got that, ideally you should have internship as well. That would be beneficial. And you register with the GMC PLAB exam. So the resources are available online, which are the website that would help you is GMC. When you go to GMC, you can go to further down how to register, and it will lead you to PLAB exam. PLAB has two exams. One exam is for general medical knowledge, and the other exam is for basic medical skills. Part 1 exam, usually there are centers available in different countries, in different cities, but for the part 2 exam, which is the OSCE part, which is the clinical skill exam part, is only available in United Kingdom. So this is a two-part exam. Once you pass the exam, you are eligible to register with GMC. In addition to PLAB, you must have English proficiency certification as well, which is either IELTS or OET. So this is the most common route to come to UK to practice medicine. The second path, which is less common and comparatively a newer one, is to go through postgraduate examination. So postgraduate examination, you must have significant experience in any specialty. So it's more like a specialist registration, and it expects more in-depth clinical as well as medical knowledge. It takes longer time in preparation, it takes longer time in practicing in that particular specialty, and exam is usually composed of multiple parts. As I mentioned earlier, this is the path, this is the route that I took to get my GMC registration. So based on my primary training, followed by my postgraduate examination in emergency medicine, I got eligible to apply for GMC license. And again, I had to prove my English proficiency, which I did via OET. So you have an option to go for IELTS or OET. So I completed my MRCEM plus OET and then applied for the registration. So most of these postgraduate UK exams, they have three parts. Part one is to assess your basic medical knowledge. Part two assess your theoretical but more specialized knowledge, and part three is more specialized clinical exam. So this clinical exam would not be general OSCE exam, it would be more specialized to your particular specialty. MTI, which stands for Medical Training Initiative, is a program designed for international medical graduates, giving them an opportunity to gain valuable experience and skills within the UK NHS system. The primary goal is to enhance healthcare system in low-income countries like India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. Duration for this program is up to 2 years of training. So it's minimum of 6 months, but generally 2 years of training. People come here on MTI program, do their 2 years of training, and they are expected to go back to their country and serve in the community. The positive point of this MTI program is you don't need to take any licensing exam like PLAB or any specialist post graduation qualification exam like MRCEM, MRC, Child Health, MRCP, etc. So you don't have to take any licensing exam, any postgraduate exam. You get world-class experience in UK, and you develop your clinical skills, you develop your knowledge, and then you can go back and serve your country. So the thing is, most of the people, they don't go back, they stays here. So once you get GMC license to practice in UK and you switch to from MTI to a regular job, that's legally fine, and there are no legal bound on that. As I said, MTI is relatively a newer route and least explored route, and my knowledge on this route is also very limited because I didn't opt for it. But this is a route which is available, and anyone can apply for this route. Another issue with this route is you will get Tier 5 visa for MTI program, which is at max for 2 years, and they expect that after completion of 2 years you go back. So this is a kind of visa which cannot be extended and which cannot be I would say switched to Tier 2 or a healthcare visa. So in the longer term, when you apply for naturalization or citizenship, this 2 years Tier 5 2-year visa, this duration of your stay in the UK will not be taken into account. So usually it's a 5-year stay in UK which makes you eligible to apply for naturalization. 5 years you apply for indefinite leave to remain in UK, and then you apply for naturalization. So I would say it would be another long topic which can be addressed in a different session. So in short, this 2 year of your experience is good clinically, but it will not be counted in your application for naturalization. What most of the people, what they do is they complete their 2 years training, they go back to their primary country, and then they still have GMC license and they apply for a regular job from their country. In 1, 2 or 3 months they get a regular job, and then they come back to UK on tier 2 or healthcare visa, and they continue to work in the UK healthcare system, and this time their time in UK will be counted for naturalization if they intend to apply to. How MTI works? There is a application and selection process. IMGs apply for MTI placement through designated channels. The other thing is sponsorship. Successful candidates get sponsorship from the UK healthcare institutions, hospitals. Sometimes these hospitals are a bit in rural areas, and they need hardworking individuals, talented individuals, young individuals. So they sponsor them, and with the sponsorship they kind of get a waiver to get the license. So I would say you can get more information on MTI on NHS websites. You can type MTI NHS UK employers, so it will open website and it will guide you step by step. But basically it needs ideally it needs a collaboration between a sponsor in UK as well as your primary institution in your home country. For example, if you are working in Pakistan in a particular hospital in a particular specialty, that hospital also facilitates your training initiative, and there will be collaboration between two institutions, between a UK institution and your primary institution in your country. So you need to go online, select a particular hospital in particular specialty, particular location, and then you start kind of collaborating with them, and if they accept your paperwork, they accept your application, then they will agree to sponsor, and they'll coordinate with ideally with your primary institution as well. Even for the MTI route, it will bypass your need to take a licensing exam, but you still need to prove your English proficiency through IELTS or OET. So to summarize, there are 3 routes to get the license to practice in UK as a doctor. It's PLAB, most common path. Less common is postgraduate training, postgraduate qualification, not necessarily training in that particular field, postgraduate qualification in any specialty. And the least common and least explored path, which will give you which will give waiver to the exams, is MTI, but it needs a lot of paperwork, collaboration, and some exemptions from between both the institutions, and then you're good to go. So either of these 3 routes plus IELTS/OET, and you are eligible for GMC license. Kindly mention any questions you have, and either me or Dr. Mohammed Shahid will answer your questions, and we can discuss it further if you like. All the best. Thank you.
डॉक्टर खुसरो शमीम, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। आपने तफसील से बताया कि किस तरह डॉक्टर्स जीएमसी रजिस्ट्रेशन हासिल कर सकते हैं और यूके में काम कर सकते हैं। अगर आपने मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो सब्सक्राइब करें, क्योंकि अभी बहुत सारी वीडियोस आना बाकी हैं। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़।